You are 5 minutes away from your first wholesaling real estate deal. You are 5 minutes away from changing your entire life. You are 5 minutes away from having that $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $40,000, heck, $50,000 check in your hands. Now, what is the difference between you and now in 5 minutes in the future? What I want you to really understand here is you are truly 5 minutes away from changing your life. Now, watching this video for 5 minutes and then doing something, I don't know what's going to change. Really, what I want to do today is learn from what I'm going to tell you about how you can start implementing actions, and within 5 minutes, starting right now, tomorrow, whenever you want to watch this video, start finding your first wholesaling real estate deal. Now, I don't know if you think this is clickbait or something, but it's not. Seriously, if you go out here and you dedicate 5 minutes, you can find your first wholesaling deal. I'm not going to say I can guarantee it, right? That's not a complete guarantee you're going to get your first deal in under 5 minutes, but you are 5 minutes away from doing it. And in my experience, over 7 years of wholesaling real estate, it's happened for me. I started wholesaling, started calling, 5 minutes, boom, first deal. Went out here driving for hours, 5 minutes, found that deal. Now, obviously I put them on the list, call them, but like sometimes I spend 5 minutes putting bandit signs out. That's the deal right there. So you're just 5 minutes away from changing your life. And that's really what I want to break down today. And that's really what I think everyone just needs to know today. And the cool part about this message is you can't complicate it, right? And so what are we talking about? You are 5 minutes away from your first deal. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Your dreams will be achieved in 5 minutes to get your first wholesaling real estate deal if you follow exactly what I'm going to say. It's going to be no fluff. I say this a million times, and I know this is very cringy to say for some people because I say it so many stinking times, but I'm going to tell you not what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. And this is a key difference between, I think, every other real estate wholesaling guru and YouTuber out here and then me. I tell you like it is. 7 years in this game, thousands of wholesaling real estate deals. I know the difference in training hundreds of thousands of people to actually become successful in this business. I know it's going to keep you to get success and what's not going to lead you to success. And that's what I'm talking about today. I'm excited for it. I know your first deal is going to be here, but what specifically we're talking about today is getting your first deal with the minimum amount of time, with the maximum amount of action and effort, which will lead to your success. So if you truly believe you're 5 minutes away from your first deal or 5 minutes away from actually starting to take real action for success, guys, believe in yourself and you'll get there. Getting that first wholesaling deal, right? I talk about this a million times. You go to freewholesaling.com, you start watching the 30-day wholesaling challenge videos. You're going to start seeing a simple message of the people that are successful in wholesaling and the people that don't end up being successful in wholesaling. And what is one of the main differences I've personally found? It is just to stop overthinking things. Stop overcomplicating things. I get hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of DMs. If I look at all my YouTube comments and messages and all everywhere. If I even do wholesaling analysis for real, it's insane. But thousands of people trying to talk to me or asking questions and things and getting to wholesaling. And it's always, what's the magic wand that can give me everything I ever wanted, right? All this money, all these wholesaling deals. And let me give you the dang truth. Everyone does not like it when I talk about this, but when it comes to making money in your first deal in wholesaling real estate, it's simplicity. There's no overthinking it. There's no overcomplicating it. There's none of this stuff, right? And it's like a lot of people getting in the gym, right? You know, are you like, how do I get strong? It's like, just focus on lifting the weights and then over some time we can get a little crazier with it, right? But like us spending 45 minutes trying to do pen to paper, how to do the weights the right way, that ain't going to get us the strong way. You just got to do it, right? And what is that in wholesaling real estate, though? The weight analogy. The weight analogy is marketing, right? So here's the basic thing. I always go, how much marketing should I do? Where should I do it? What should I do? All these different things. And here's the dang truth. More marketing equals more deals. Mind blown, right? The craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. More marketing equals more deals. So basically what you got to understand here is how much marketing should I do? As many as you can. The more people you get in contact with, the more people that know, hey, I'm looking to buy a couple of houses for cash, I'm not overthinking things, the more deals I'm going to get. Now, obviously, if I have the right list, right? So if I do 5 hours of probates, that's way more likely for me to get a deal than just spending 5 hours cold calling the vacant properties list. Now, the vacant properties list is great. Like I did not get an example of a bad list, but I'm telling you, like more marketing is more deals. And so if I do the vacant properties list for 5 hours, that's good marketing. And if I spent 5 hours doing physical for sale by owners, the vacant properties would be way better, right? Just better data. There's better chance. There's less competition, less saturation with that one. So yes, there is a difference between how good a list is and your success for it. But generally, right, we can get into like, oh, is squatting or lunges better for strength? And we can get in the, as long as you're exercising the legs and you're going hard, it's going to help you get stronger. Same thing in wholesaling, right? The more time you put into finding these sellers, the better chance you're going to get that deal, right? The more you care, the better, okay? And the one thing I can always say, and it's the funniest thing in the world, but just going out here and talking about wholesaling real estate and never doing it, it's never gonna get you there. You gotta go out here and do the action. And so sitting on your butt, I want you to understand this, sitting on your butt does not make you any money. I want you to understand this. Sitting on your butt won't make you money, okay? Scared money don't make money. Sitting on your butt all day, doing nothing and actually not doing the work, that will not make you money. It's such a simple concept, but this is the biggest concept I can give to you that will make you a winner in wholesaling real estate versus a quitter. Are you getting out of your butt? You know, everyone thinks it's so funny on my live streams on the Flip Work channel. Like we do the get out of bed, right? I do the get out of bed, let's go. But like there's a hidden meaning to that. Get out of bed, get off the couch, get off of whatever you're doing that's not making you money and start doing things that are actually going to make you money. You're going to see very slowly that once you start doing things that are going to make you more money, that actually gets you in front of the sellers and actually gets you in front of marketing versus getting the logo and the LLC perfectly, you're going to do way better. Sitting on the butt doesn't make you money. It won't. Here's another big thing, complaining. Complaining won't get you money. And oh yeah, the guy does thousands of deals. You can go tell me not to complain and be the tough guy, right? I get it. But what I could tell you is on my rise to the top, I didn't complain. Maybe I shucked a little. I rolled my eyes. I rolled my eyes a lot, but I never complained. And the truth why I never complained was if I complained, that's going to be a negative mindset. If I started being like, oh, I'm feeling sorry for myself. Wholesaling sucks. I got no deals this month. What am I going to go wallow in my sorrow and cry in a ball if I didn't get a deal in a month? No, I need to go harder in the paint. That's how you do it. Like, guys, you got to think of the olden times, right? We're sitting really comfy. Most of us are sitting right here in air conditioning. We're on the internet right now. We got all this information. We probably got a nice warm meal tonight, right? And maybe we're in our car, and we're just enjoying the modern amenities of life, right? And, we'll complain about the slightest inconvenience. Oh, my Starbucks order was I wait 30 minutes for it, right? Oh, complaining. And when our ancestors, and I want you to understand, if you're watching this video and you're a human being 4,000 or 5,000 years ago, maybe let's call it 9,000 years ago, whatever, right? And, you think about your ancestors way back then, if they complained that they got no food today, they didn't hunt the buffalo or the saber-toothed tiger, that's probably not the most scientific, correct term. Are we just going to cry about it or are we going to starve? Like, well, what are we going to do? Am I going to be a man or be the person of the family and go out here and actually stop complaining and start getting out there? Yeah. Hey, we didn't get anything today. Are we going to sit around all day? Or we're just going to go back the next day and go even harder in the paint to go trying to find something to feed the family. It's not that dire. I'm just letting you know. But you got to think about that back then. Your ancestors, it's in your bloodline right now. Okay. In your bloodline. Okay. It's in your bloodline. No one quit. Because if they quit, there ain't no grandkids. There ain't no great grandkids. There ain't no you. So your ancestors never quitted when, there was a bad winter and they needed to get some food. Because if they did quit, you'd never be here right now. You wouldn't be breathing air out of your lungs right now. You'd be toast. But your family never quitted back then. And they kept persevering thousands and thousands and thousands of years to make you. And you're going to go out here and complain that you didn't get a deal in a month. And in your heart you didn't try as hard as you should have. Shame on you. Seriously, shame on you. Guys, life's tough. But if you can go out here and persevere, quit the excuses, and just be the man or woman you deserve to be, your family deserves to be, your ancestors looking at you know you deserve to be, you'll do well. And once you figure that out, a lot of stuff changes in your mind. You start taking actual action. And this comes back to my motto I've always said, but actions equal results. And you need to start thinking about yourself very, very, very deeply and probably have some very difficult conversations with yourself. Am I doing the action that is equal to the results that I desire? And what do I mean by this? What is the result you desire? Looking at the title of this video, how to get your first deal. Okay, if I want to get my first deal, that's the result I want. I've chosen that. Now, you only get to choose one, okay? When it comes to action equals results, you only get to choose one thing. And this is the most beautiful part of this, why I love it so much. If you choose you want to get your first deal, you have to do the action that is required to equal that result. It's a little math. I know it sucks, but let's input my action. I talked to 3 sellers today and I'll talk to 20 sellers in a week. Does that equal first deal? Usually not, right? Probably got to 10x that. And so you start thinking about that. It's like, okay, what if I do 500 reverse drawing for dollar sticky notes in a month? That's an action that will probably dictate $20,000, $30,000 wholesaling deal. And so if you want to do the action and somebody comes on here and complains to me, talk about complaining sometimes. Zach, I didn't get a deal. I've done everything. What's everything in your mind? Well, I did 30 sticky notes and I didn't get a deal this month. I'm like, let's plug in the act. 30 sticky notes will not yield you a 40 grand. It'd take me 3 hours, let's say at most, do 30 sticky notes. I'd be making 40 grand every 3 hours. Was that 12K an hour? Come on. Of course, everyone would be doing it, right? That ain't the case. It's a little more marketing than that, right? And so you look at actions versus results. It's such a simple equation, but no wholesaling guru, YouTuber, whatever, they'll never talk about it because you can't sell a course on it. It's just actual real life stuff you can implement in your business. If you want the result you require, a lot of people want to make 100K in a year. I'm telling you, 50 sticky notes a week ain't going to get you 100K, right? Like you're going to up those numbers, probably double, triple those if you really want to make 6 figures. But this comes back to the simple motto: more marketing is more deals. And this is the honest truth in this business. Now, a lot of people get frustrated. A lot of people want to get the best thing possible or the perfect thing that's going to lead to success. And you just got to take action. And so let's talk about something else very important here. And when we're talking about you're 5 minutes away from a deal, I want to really hammer home one important thing. And we talk about the winners and losers in wholesaling. And this is what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about winners and losers. And I'm not saying this in an egotistical way. I'm not saying this in a derogatory way. But there's clearly 2 types of wholesalers out here. There are quitters and losers, and there's winners. Now, a lot of people think if I haven't got my first deal, I'm a loser and I'm a quitter. Now, I just want everyone to understand. Winners, you don't have to get your first deal to still be a winner. You're a winner in training. Okay, so I guess we got a fourth. You're a winner or a winner in training, or a loser or a quitter. Clearly, very big distinction. A loser in wholesaling has lost the game. Wholesaling real estate is like the NBA. There's a winner at the end of the game, and then there's a loser. Basketball does not end in a tie in the NBA. I love it, right? Same exact thing in wholesaling real estate. There's no ties, okay? But guess what? In wholesaling real estate, you haven't got your first deal. No, there's overtime, baby. There's overtime. And in the NBA, there could be a double overtime, a triple overtime, a 4 overtime, a 5 overtime, a 6 overtime, a 7. It goes on and on until somebody wins. And that's the same thing for you in wholesaling real estate. So you're still, I'm a loser. No, you're not a loser. The game ain't over. The game ain't over. Okay? Game ain't over. You're just in overtime right now. You got to keep going. But the quitter, the loser that lost, will throw in the towel and say, I quit. Other team scores. They win the overtime. And so you got to understand, you're not technically the winner because you haven't got your first deal. But you haven't lost. So what should you do? Keep playing the overtime. If you keep playing the overtime and you don't stop, you'll win. All right. So what's the difference? Quitters make excuses. That's a big thing I see with people that end up washing out. I see a lot of people wash out. I see a lot of come in and do very well. And I deal with hundreds of thousands of y'all. It's a lot of people, trust me, 100,000, insane. There's some big distinctions I need you guys to understand. And once you're watching this, you got to understand that I'm actually going to become one of these things. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone watching this wants to become the winner. So let's kind of see the difference between the two. So we can act like them. You're going to act like someone cool. You're probably going to end up being like them if you do the right thing, right? So first and foremost, we got to understand this. Quitters make excuses. Are you a quitter? Do you make excuses? Well, if you don't want to be a quitter, don't make excuses. Winners get results. This is a big one. Winners always get results. Think of your ancestors. They always had food on the table. If there's not food on the table, you wouldn't be alive. You come from a 10,000-year-old bloodline of people that actually won. So it's in your blood. Winning's in your blood. It ain't new for you, okay? Get it going. So what's the difference between the losers and winners in wholesaling real estate, the quitters? What are the big difference, especially when it comes to getting your first deal? There are 4 main distinctions. And here's something that's, before getting these distinctions, I want you guys to understand the similarities, right? And so this is a very fascinating quote. It's the same exact thing in wholesaling real estate, and I feel like I should know this. Everyone loves their superheroes. They love their heroes and villains and all these things, and everyone can name them off, right? But one fascinating thing you should understand is there are real life heroes and villains, right? There's evil people, and then there are amazing heroic people. We're not even talking about Superman or anything. We're talking about legitimate heroes in the world and legitimate villains in this world, right? We know there are, right? What's the big difference between a hero and a villain? Everyone thinks, Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker are completely different. They're not even in the same realm of things, right? And you got to understand that, no, they're actually the same dang person. You look at Spider-Man and the Green Goblin, they're the same exact person. No, everyone's like, they are so different. They're not even like Spider-Man and the Green Goblin are the same exact thing to a point, to a T. And everyone argues me. You got to understand, losers and winners in wholesaling real estate they're pretty much 95% the same type of person. They're human beings. What's the similarities? Number one, they both go through massive struggle. Look at heroes and villains. They all go through a big struggle in their life. Winners and losers, they all go through wholesaling struggles. They all have to cold call. They all have to text blast. They all have to go through the beginner struggles and woes. What's MIO calculating? They both get cursed at over the phone. They both have to deal with that, right? Oh, I don't want to cold call. They both do that. Of course. They're human beings. They both get super nervous to talk to sellers. I want you to understand, they both suck at talking to sellers starting out. The winner and loser in wholesaling real estate, they both are terrible starting out in wholesaling. Crazy, but they're a beginner. They're not that good. They're not an expert. Oh, duh. But what's going on? Wait. They're both scared to start wholesaling. Of course, they're both scared to talk to motivated sellers. But what's the main difference? We talked about the hero and villain thing, right? What's the biggest difference between hero and villain? They both go through struggle. They both go through so much anxiety and all this terrible stuff. But why does one become a hero and one become a villain? It's how they view it and how they actually take in that struggle and strife and what they actually do about it. Villains take struggle, the world's going against them, and they decide, you know what? The villain says, screw the world, I'm going to do terrible things to take revenge on all this bad stuff that happened to me. And then a hero will go out here and say, all this bad stuff happened to me, I'm going to make sure no one else has to ever go through this. And then they do a change in the world or they do something great, right? I always think about that, right? There's always vengeful people that bad injustice happens in the world and they decide to take everyone out with them. And there are other people that see the injustice and they say, hey, I'm going to make a change so no one else has to go through what I went through, right? That's the biggest difference in my mind between a hero and a villain. Between a winner and a loser in wholesaling real estate, they both go through struggle, but what they do with that struggle and strife is the big difference between when they actually end up becoming a winner in wholesaling real estate or a loser. The winner takes that challenge head on and consistently shows up every single day. What does the loser do? They quit. That's the difference. That's the divergent path between a successful wholesaler and a loser in this business. The biggest difference. Okay, so everyone goes through the same struggle, but you can either decide to quit or to keep going and see the real world. And the people that choose not to quit and keep going in the overtimes, even though they're tired, it's quadruple overtime. They're sweating, they're thirsty, I don't want to do this anymore, but they keep going because it's not that they want to keep going because they obviously, everyone would love to quit after they're tired, but they decide they need to keep going. And that's the biggest difference between people that are successful or not. And so once you understand that you'll do anything in your path to become successful, we understand now that we're only 5 minutes away from that success. And so the reason why I kind of went through that little tangent right there, first of all, to get you understanding that you are a winner and you come from winners. And if you want to become a winner, you cannot quit. And everyone wants to get the quick dopamine hit of 5-minute deal, go on my computer, I guarantee you get a deal, ain't going to work. Now, maybe you try this, doesn't work, you got to keep going. And that is the point here. So seriously, guys, you're 5 minutes away from your next wholesaling real estate deal. And the big question is, how do I get there? What do I do? How to become successful? Well, think about it. You are literally 5 minutes away right now from your courthouse. Go to your local courthouse, pull the liens, pull the code violations, pull the probates, start getting it, start texting them, start calling them, reverse trying files, whatever you're doing. But for most people, they're on their butts right now and they're not getting to work. And if you know that if you just get off your butt and, hey, am I doing something right now that's going to actively make me money? Or actively not making any money. Now, I'm not telling you if you work a full-time job, you work in that job, you should get off your butt and stop working. That's making you money. It's providing for your family. No shame in that. I completely get it. But playing video games, you're watching Netflix, you're like, hey, I could spend that 45 minutes. I could probably go to the courthouse and pull some really good leads to start cold calling. Do it. Okay, your future self will thank you. You'll not be a quitter. You're 5 minutes away from the next $40,000 deal, but just by cold calling the probates. How many probates you cold called last week? Love to know, right? It's the winners are getting out here. In your market, the ones that got that $40,000 deal this week in wholesaling real estate, they cold call the probates. And if you're saying to yourself right now, I didn't cold call the probates because they said no, so I gave up. Well, the person that decided not to give up, they got the probate list. And guess what they did with that? They got a $40,000 wholesaling deal. The reason why they won, you didn't, because they took action. Action equals results. And once you start understanding this concept that, hey, I should probably stop feeling sorry for myself. I mean, you think about this, the winner, right? The code violation, the code enforcement person says you cannot get the list. Just the quitter just gives up, but the winner says, okay, they said no. Well, I'm going to go the next day and keep trying. Boom. Oh, they gave me this law. Okay, well, I'm just going to give up. No, read the law and see, oh, wait. That law actually is only for public officials. I could probably go around that law easy. Boom. Hey, guys, if there's a will, there's a way. In all 50 states right now in wholesaling, in all 50 states, you can wholesale real estate. Now, there may be some things you got to change. You go to freewholesaling.com, my free real estate wholesaling course. You can actually go there and learn how to do it, but you're 5 minutes away. You're 5 minutes away from success. There's nothing stopping you right now. You're 5 minutes away from cold calling the right for sale by owner person. If you Go to freewholesaling.com and learn. You're 5 minutes away from that next government lead list you can be calling right now from actually becoming successful. Now, the question you have to do to yourself is, did I do everything in my possible mind to get a wholesaling deal this week? I would probably argue about 80% of people watching this did not do everything they possibly could. They slacked off a little. There's no shame in that, right? But if you want to be where you deserve, you feel like you need to be in life, you got to do the work that comes from it, right? Guys, heck, you're 5 minutes away from one connection. Heck, you go in the comments here on this YouTube video. You're 5 minutes away from just having an awesome connection with somebody in your own market that'll land you a $15,000 JV deal. We showed last week a $35,000 JV deal, one connection. Boom. 35 grand just made right there out of thin air. I didn't call the seller. I just found the buyer. And so the true thing you have to understand is you might be working harder, but are you working smarter? And I know we're talking about taking action, but like, let everyone know who you are in the comments. Hey, my name is Zach. I'm in South Florida market. If you're in these counties, love to work with you. I got plenty of buyers. I do a bunch of deals. Help me out. Or, hey, I need help selling this deal. Or, hey, I got buyers. If you need help with this, let's JV together. Be a man or woman of your word. Have a great reputation. Don't screw anybody. If you screw anybody, you're out of this Flip with Rick community or the Zachin channel or whatever channel you're watching this on, you're out of it. But guys, you're 5 minutes away. Guys, remember when I said that, 400 years ago, people didn't have their nice AC? We had to boil the water, you wouldn't live. You got a mosquito bite, you're done, right? You live to the age of 22, Wild West. We got phones right now. We can DM people and make $20,000 out of thin air from a JV deal. How crazy is that? How crazy is that? And you start thinking to yourself like, okay, how do I get there though? Let people know who you are. I got a Facebook group. Got 102,000 people in it. Do you think one person out of 102,000 will be doing a deal with you? Or you could squeeze a $15,000 deal once a month out of it? Duh. Yeah, you can. Okay, it's a lot of people, a lot of deals. For me doing JV deals, I know it's a lot. So guys, even if you do, I promise you guys do 1% of what I'm doing, you guys will do very, very well in your business. And so you just got to do the activities that will get you closer to making money. So think about this. Do the activities that will get me closer to the finish line, not further or the same. We think about the finish line. What's the finish line? The finish line right now is your first deal. So do the activities that get you closer to that goal. Is me cold calling motivated sellers going to be closer to get my first deal? Yes. Me going out here and building connections with buyers getting me closer to my first deal? Yes. Going out here trying to build connections for a JV deal? Yes. Am I spending 5 hours trying to do JV deals versus when I could just be cold calling a seller? Probably better to cold call a seller sometimes. But like, are you doing activities that are going to actively make you money or not make you money or keep you at the same level? Think about that for a second, right? A lot of wholesalers feel like, oh, I got to do a meeting with a realtor that has never done a wholesaling deal before. And they do it. Really going to make you money. And so if I can leave you off of one thing, this is a really important part, but money comes to those who want it more. And I'm truly saying this in the craziest way possible. And I know it seems nuts to say, but if you want it, you'll get rich in wholesaling. And you get everyone say, oh, I want it so bad, Zach. You tell me you want to get your first deal, but your action says otherwise. Truly, the men and women out here that are going to get their first deal, they want it. And maybe you want to make 100K just as much as the next guy, but the people that truly need to make the money more, that want to truly make the change in their life, sick of that 9-to-5 job, sick of never making the rent, sick of never getting where they need to be financially, they'll actually take their butt out of action because they're so sick of where they're at right now. They want it, they need it, and they're going to go do it. The people that say they want it bad and don't do the action, you truly didn't want it. The people that want it and go out there and actually take the action that leads them to the results, they'll go out here and become successful in wholesaling real estate. So you got to want it, guys. If you don't want it, money won't follow you. Money flows to the person that wants it more. Wholesaling deals flow to the person that needs to get that deal, and money will always flow to the person that cares the most about the seller. And if you care about the seller, you care about getting deals, and you care about making a ton of money in wholesaling real estate, you're at the right place right here. So guys, go to freewholesaling.com. It's my free real estate wholesaling course where I'll teach you everything you know about wholesaling real estate absolutely for free. And if you have that want, that desire, that need to change your life, I have nothing to sell you at freewholesaling.com. It's a free wholesaling course, no credit cards, nothing. You go in there, you learn wholesaling real estate, get rich, and then boom, maybe send me some JV deals. Boom, you'll be good to go. So guys, go to freewholesaling.com. That's how you do it.